That's not good, because that is not the correct motor. Oh, for sakes. What is going on, Adventure Nation? We're leaving our beautiful camp spot here, and we're heading down to a beach for Semana Santa. This is TME with Paul and Lorena.
Okay, question. What would you prefer? Overnight at Walmart or overnight at a place like this?
Well, it depends. I don't have to put up with other people here, so that's kind of nice. We are super grateful for this. I don't want to, I'm making light of a bad situation, but we're not trying to make light of the fact that we're extremely grateful for these guys allowing us to stay here. We're gonna have to let ourselves out.
I know, we forgot that we put the car in.
Yeah, we put our car in the gate, so we're inside of their shop, and they've given us keys to their shop. They're all out at the beach this weekend having fun with their family, and they went, here's the keys, put your car in or out or do whatever you need to do.
Have to do.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
you're the keys of the shop.
Yeah, they go, here's the water, here's power, here's where everything is.
Ooh, they left.
We'll see you later. They did leave a Can-Am here, so I wonder if the keys are in it. All right, we're gonna head over to one of the more popular beaches in the area today. This could be a nightmare.
It will be a nightmare. Let me rephrase that. Be ready, Paul.
All right, let's go. Okay, before we get into Teote, we want to just pause and let you know that we will be talking more about the engine here in just a minute, because we know that's what everyone wants to hear about right now, is what's going on with our whole situation.
It's a big ordeal. It was a big event, so yeah, stay tuned.
Luckily, we're able to secure a spot fairly close. But if the music is any indication of how noisy it's going to be on the beach, it's awesome. Check it out. Look at how many cars are around us. They're parked 3 deep here, so I don't know how that's going to work out, but that is crazy. Okay, Lori's looking pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I don't know where to go in.
I think let's go left a little bit. Let's see, just past these cars, see if we can get in here. How about right here, Lori?
Well, there's a walkway there.
Well, there's a walkway. Let's see if there's stairs going down. I don't think we want to be in front of that building with that music that loud. But we won't probably be able to get anywhere close to that because of... Oh no, there's a lot of space to the left, huh? I'm gonna kick off my sandals. All right, here we go through the sea of humanity. Let's go to the left, hon. Yeah. Yeah, just down there a little ways you can see an opening. Yeah, right there. Look at that. There's some openings right there. How about right here, Lori? Yeah, right here will be fine. How's the water, Lori?
It's not that bad.
Not bad,
but it's windy, so I'm sure going in is not a problem, it's coming out.
Yes, I believe that is true. So you can see down there as far as the eye can see. I mean, that's into the sun, so a little bit difficult, but all the way down to the rocks. And check this out as we pan this way. Check that out. All the way down. Now we were actually able to get a parking spot right over here, so it wasn't too bad.
Woo! That was a spray.
But yeah, lots of people for sure. Now, we did go for a little walk once we were in Teote, and we walked down the beach and got to see all of the activity, and there was a ton of activity.
Oh my God, obviously, if you're not in La Paz, you don't know, but Colote is one of the most popular beaches here in La Paz. Everybody goes from tourists to locals. It's the party beach, to say it like that. There's a few restaurants, there is jet skis, there is everything there.
I will say it's not the prettiest beach, but definitely the most popular.
I think it's used to be pretty now because it's very turquoisey. It's very pretty, but now it's so crowded that takes from the beach in itself.
Right.
But with that being said, it's a Pre-water.
Yeah, there was a lot of families out there, and it's kind of their picnic during Christmas week. I think it's a thing here in
Christmas, Semana Santa.
Semana Santa, sorry, yeah. So it's their Easter thing here in Baja California Sur. It's not like that in all of Mexico, right?
No, I have to say, me growing up, Mexico City, my family is extremely Catholic. So for us, it was a very more solemn thing. We will go to church and we will do mass and all these different things. And we will definitely get together and do a meal together, but it was more of a kind of like solemn time, more like quiet time. And this is a time where kids have off of school 2 weeks. So you will take that weekend, Semana Santa, as kind of more quiet, but then you will go on vacation, usually somewhere, right? Camping or the beach or something like that. But here, Baja, totally different thing. Here, since a very, very long time, it's a tradition that in Semana Santa that everybody goes out for camping on the beaches everywhere.
Beach week, or at least a beach weekend.
And I'm talking about every single beach in Baja. Like, people will come from the inside, like where the mountains are and everything, and they will come camping. People live on like beachside. I'm surprised La Paz, right? People like, they have beachfront and kind of like area here, and they will still go camping.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I mean, the peninsula is only this wide. So even if you're in the middle of the peninsula, you're only half hour, maybe 45 minutes tops from a beach.
Yeah, I mean, yes, exactly. So everybody has access to the beach and everybody can get to one beach very easily. But Tecolote, where we went, I think I wanted to go on purpose just to see the craziness of it. Because
chaos.
From all the beaches here in La Paz, that's the craziest one.
And they have the restaurants, and they have a couple of little bars there, and they have people were partying on the beach, and they had their own bands. They had bands that were walking up and down.
There were a few bands, live bands, and they were just walking. People will hire them and play songs, and people will be dancing.
Yeah, and then they have the vendors that are there with their little carts selling ice cream and I don't know what other stuff.
Gorditas de natas, a dessert, and candies, and elotes, you know, guys, some elotes. So it's like, yeah, they sell a lot of stuff. But definitely it's an event here in Baja. And there's other people, like the people we're with right now, the family we're with, that they go to more secluded area. And they don't want to have around people. But Tecolote didn't disappoint. There was a lot of action.
Yeah, absolutely.
A Pepino le gusta ver las chicas en su mini, él se pone nervioso cuando se le marca el bikini. En su mini, la cantona, en su mini, oh, oh, oh. En su mini, no salta el perro, en su mini, y las caderonas. Mira la linda chica, en su mini,
Okay, so the motor had arrived in town, and I didn't get a chance to check it out at first. We saw the mechanic checking it out, so this is when I went out to see the motor for the first time. Okay, the new motor is here. It's out front, so we're going out to check it out, and pretty excited about that. Oh, the truck is gone, so I don't know where they went. I think they went to lunch. So, oh no, blue truck is over here. So let's go check it out. Huh. That's not good. So the mechanic was out checking out our motor and looking at it and taking pictures and stuff, and now I know why. Because that is not the correct motor. If you look at the intake, they have like, the intake has got the five intakes, but those are kind of squarish. The heads do not have this big hump on the front for the timing chain. Oh, not good. If you look at the exhaust studs are angled, and I believe ours is straight up and down. So that is not the motor, and for fuck's sakes. All right, well, at least I know why they were looking at the motor and didn't come and get me quite yet. They're at lunch right now, but not. All right, and then you see that my camera died there, which was good. I didn't really need to be on camera anymore that day. I was pretty hot. I was not a happy camper.
Everybody was very disappointed that day, including the mechanics, obviously, Paul, including myself even, because I thought it's like one more week and we're out, and quang, quang, quang.
Yeah, we thought, oh my goodness, it's so close. We could just taste it, you know, that we were going to get out, and no. But I want to show you a quick video that I did on perspective. This is a pretty good lesson in perspective, because in the morning we wake up, we look out to this beautiful tropical paradise with the wind wafting through the palm trees. But if you look at it from a different perspective, well, we're just staying in an auto shop. So how do you want to see things, right? It's literally how you see things. When we were on our live this past weekend, on our last Saturday live, people were saying that we were handling this so well. And it's really just perspective. There's a lot of people that have it a lot worse. You know, we could be in a worse area of the world. We could be in a worse area of the country. We could be in a really tiny remote town where we can't do anything.
Yeah, I had friends telling me, better you broke down in La Paz that there's something to do on pretty beaches and broke down in a tiny town that there is nothing to do in the middle of nowhere. So
yeah,
we got lucky in that respect. And you know what? If it was gonna break down, it's like we can be angry and broken down, or we can be just making the best out of it and broken down. So it's not gonna change the breaking down of the RV. It's
right.
Our attitude that wanna change.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our perspective. It's how we wanna see it. So we wanna see it in a as positive a light as possible. Yes. There are some days that are better
with
than
those
others.
moments, few moments, like when we found out it was the wrong engine. Or those few moments that is like, it's freaking hot. That I have to say, to be at the end of April, weather is not bad at night. Like right now, it's actually very nice breeze and everything, but it's gonna start to get hot. Yeah,
we're out in a park just across the street from the auto shop that we're staying in, because they have goats making noise and they have the pigs making noise and the guys with the equipment making noise. So we wanted to come over where it's quiet. And of course here you're gonna hear
the
cars
traffic.
and traffic and all that kind of stuff, but it's a much nicer environment to be out recording in. With that all being said, new motor has been ordered.
Yes.
And that's going to take another 2 to 3 weeks to get here, and then another week of installation. It'll probably be a couple of days of installation, but probably a week total of installation, making sure everything is buttoned up. I've got to get the front end back on the RV and all of that kind of stuff, and then we should be on the road again. Yeah, eventually. Eventually. At some point in time, we will be on the road again. So we will see you folks in the next video. Bye, guys. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. I'll add that on to the end.